when Brandon was heroically saved by his girlfriend, now everyone knew she's alive, and she had to make up a lie that she was hiding away from the murder drones. He was not happy at all that now she's back and everyone wants her attention. But she made sure to tell them that she's already dating Brandon. And like I think that didn't explain what really happened, but oh well. And speaking of Brandon and listener, they're actually watching some movies as they were cuddling up. I like this movie. Brandon said as he cuddled to listener. Yeah, can actually feel similar to what we went through. Yeah. It was quite relaxing as they ended spending time. The next thing you knew, that was interrupted when Thad called Brandon's phone. Oh, why? He groaned as he picked up the phone. Yellow. Thad's voice came through and said that does Brandon and does he want to come and visit Uzi and he can take Listener with him? He asked Listener and they said okay, and they went. When they went there, they were shocked to see Uzi and Ann again. Hey there, Uzi. Why is Brandon and Listener here? I called them to tell them what happened, and that did. He explained what happened to Jay's body, and what happened to the others. Wait, so that's why I heard screaming and stuff? Wait, you heard something? Thad and Uzi asked. Yeah, through the vents, Brandon explained. I thought it was just a joke, but I guess not. Ooh, then that means we gotta investigate. Oh no, hold up. I gotta end up stopping you there. Me and my girlfriend is not gonna end up going through that whole crazy shit thing where we almost die because of that. Brandon, don't worry, we make sure of it. And besides, didn't you have a shotgun with you or something? Oh yeah, right, but I left it at home. No, you didn't, because I brought it. Oh my god. Whoa, jeez. All of them were shocked to see Listener with the shotgun. And believe me, I know how to use it. A lot of violent video games. Oh my god, and this is why I love you. The five went to go and investigate what's going on. They saw that the site was taped with caution tape, and they saw a detective and everything. Apparently, they thought it was a murder drone, but they knew that V couldn't do this. They moved further into the bunker when they saw the thing called the Absolute Solver. The Absolute Solver? Since when was this here? Way before back. Listen to this. The new evolution of worker drones. Beyond belief what humanity can reach. Oh, that sounds greedy. Yeah, you're telling me that. Shh. Listener hushed Brandon when she pointed towards the light. A human hand crawled towards them, but instead of that, the one being dragged or hooked, it was attached to Brandon's own ankle. When Listener signaled and to fire a missile, they saw a shocking sight. A giant monster centipede thing ended up being on the ceiling. They covered their mouth, but then stopped. But then Brandon was pulled in. No, Brandon! Listener called out as Brandon screamed, help! Not long after, Brandon was surrounded in darkness. The only lighting they had was from the lamp, barely a flicker and stuff. Listener! Dad! Uzi! Ed! Where are you at? He called out, but nothing. Next thing he knew, he heard voices, classmates and his parents. You're such a weak boy. You're nobody. You're just a wannabe like all the others. You would never fit in. All of them said different things, but same thing. Brandon covered his ears as he told them to shut up! Shut up! You don't know me! None of you do! Shut up! He screamed, but he ended up kneeling down as he covered his ears more. It stopped when Listener ended up killing the thing by stabbing a rod through its core, and finished it off by blowtorching it or blowing it up. Next thing you knew, she saw Brandon on the verge of crying. as she hugged Brandon. Brandon, come down. Those things were not real. Those things were just that thing copying the people's voices, and I'm just a stupid mistake. I'm just a nobody. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Brandon stopped her as he cried while holding onto her, clinging like she was gonna disappear. The sight made the three shocked and sad. Khan came and saw the commotion and saw the sight too. Listener looked at him and Khan understood. Listener took Brandon home. He clung onto her as she was laying in bed. He cried himself to sleep, and Listener saw how broken he was after what that thing did to him. Brandon, I don't know what that thing did to you, but I'm making you this promise, she said, whispering as she rubbed Brandon's head. I will never, ever let anyone else do this to you again. That is a promise I'm gonna keep, she said to herself, but she didn't know that a symbol of something familiar appeared without her knowing.